welcome back to Jester's Kingdom Gaming. JK here with a review for Final Fantasy XII The Zodiac Age. If you've checked out my channel recently, you see I've posted a lot of boss battles as well as a level grind system that can basically get you to level 99 without even being there. The auto level up trick up from years ago still works. It has been slightly updated, but it's in the video. So be sure to check that out if you want to know how to get to level 99 very quickly and very easily. So with all this, I'm just going to jump right into the review. Final Fantasy XII is a great game. Great cast of characters, enemies, and allies alike. My favorite character is quite possibly Balthier. He's a lot like me, personality, very egotistical, believes he's the leading man. And that's me. Love the whole entire cast of characters. Quite possibly one of the funniest sets of characters in any Final Fantasy or any game I've ever seen. Because they are believable with how they are. They're very funny. And they just get along very well. They take care of each other without really even noticing that's what their goal is. But it's what's happening. I do enjoy the overall story of the game. Most games, they have it where your main enemy is monster-based, where the main villains always transform into this super huge creature. Not so much in Final Fantasy XII The Zodiac Age. The final boss does, but I'll touch on that on a later note. But it feels like it's an actual war game. You're facing human versus human. There's no real monster interaction with that besides in the open world when you're trying to level up. I do love games like that. That's why I am a huge fan of the Suikoden series. There's an actual war system there within an RPG. You feel like every action you do, it means something. With that also, people hate the Gambit system in this game. I'm personally a big fan of it. The Gambit system is basically where you have to set up your skills in a particular way to either attack, defend, white magic, dark magic, green magic, time magic, arcane magic. Whole bunch of different systems here. The Gambit system is very vital to the game. You can set it up to where you don't even have to do much besides just move your analog stick forward and they will just attack enemies. That's mostly what you need to have it on. You at least need to have everybody have one attack skill, so this way they're all doing some damage. I personally love to have one set healer doing nothing but heal, doing protect skills, shell skills, so this way I'm always buffed to the highest point that I can be. They still do have an attack skill, but it's at the lowest level of the Gambit skill, so this way they can focus on what they need to focus on. I never truly felt like I beat this game years ago. Because, for one, the Espers, or summons in this game, they are incredibly hard to obtain. There's puzzles to obtain them, as there should be in a Final Fantasy game. This one, you have to actually defeat the Espers in battle to obtain them. Finding them is the hardest part. If you're not strong enough, the Espers, they can kill you in seconds. Some of them do have skills that will kill you, and as soon as you walk in the battle, it will kill you right off the bat. So if you are not prepared correctly when you go into the battle, you will lose right off the bat. So make sure you have the correct items, equipment, skill set up for defense, and before you go in, be sure to be correctly buffed. This brings me to the end of the game. The end of the game took me 3 months alone on the final boss. He was so strong when I was a kid, I couldn't defeat him no matter what. It took me 3 months to beat him. However, it only took me 8 minutes to defeat the final version of the boss in the Zodiac Age. I guess I've gotten better at the games and I learned how to level grind and be better at the game. All in all, I will give Final Fantasy XII probably an 8 out of 10. It is a wonderful game. It does deserve to be picked up by everybody who's a fan of the Final Fantasy franchise. Final Fantasy XII was never anybody's favorite Final Fantasy. The story is quite linear as far as going. Everything is right there in front of you, straightforward. There's no real exploration needed. I do suggest doing it because there's a lot of hidden stuff you can find in the open world parts. So check this game out. pick it up. Big fan. And check me out next time. I got a few more games I'm playing. I'm playing the Return to Arkham series right now. I do have a few more games I'm going on. I haven't touched Crash Bandicoot yet, but it is a-coming. So be sure to subscribe, comment, notify. You know what to do.